everyone, and welcome back to my channel. I'm here today to do my May TBR, and for May I did change how I did my romance trope cards a little differently. So moving forward, until I probably move, which is gonna be like August, so probably until about September, I may change the rules again in September. But for now, I think I'm just gonna do it how I'm gonna do it, which is I'm just gonna do 5 rolls instead of you rolling the D12 to see how many cards I have to pull. I think 5 is, going forward, is probably the smart move, because I just get so overwhelmed if I get more books than and I end up not reading. So in the month of April, I got 17, and as of the 18th when I'm filming this, so I am filming it a little early, I have 12 books left to read. I just don't really think I'm gonna read those 12, so I may read like a few more of them, but honestly I don't think I'll read them. So I'm gonna change it to where I will roll 5 times, and then if I don't finish the previous month, I will then add an additional roll, so it will be 6 rolls, and then any doubles I get will be added a roll. But I think that's nicer to myself than rolling a D12 and then all of that. So moving forward, that's what I'm gonna do. As I said, if I get where every month I achieve the amount of books, I may start using the D12 again, but that will probably be until I move. So yeah, but regardless, as I said, I have 12 books left of the month of April. I am going to add a punishment roll, so I'll be starting with 6 just because I don't think I'll finish April's. So yeah, and go from there. So let's see how the rolls went. So I'm gonna set up my romance trope cards for May. I am gonna do it a little differently this month, and going forward I'm only gonna do 5 rolls, and then any doubles add rolls, and then if I don't finish the TBR, I will add an extra roll and go from there. So, but it's still the 12 cards. So yeah, card number 1 is 12, and 12 is Small Town Romance. Okay, and to replace that we have that one. So roll number 1 was 12, and I got Small Town Romance. And for this one, I am going to read Flawless by Elise Silver. Now, this has been on many of my TBRs this year, so if I do not read it this month, yell at me in the comments. I am actually going to a signing on Saturday, and I pre-ordered the special edition of the series, so I will have it physically. So yes, I will have it on Kindle, audio, and physical. So I definitely need to read this. This is just a book that I think I will love, because a lot of people do. So I have very high hopes for this. I just haven't picked it up. This is a bull rider romance, and I'm looking forward to reading it. I just haven't. So yes, but this is going to be for Small Town Romance. Card number 2 is 12, so I will be doing 7 rolls, and it's slow burn. And to replace that, we have that one. Roll number 2 was another 12, so I am at 7 rolls, and this one landed on slow burn. And for this one, I am going to be reading By a Thread by Lucy Score. This is a grumpy boss romantic comedy. This is from the Bell Book Box. I do have this one on audio too. When I looked up this on Goodreads, it said it was a slow burn. So I'm going to take that for what it is and read this. This will be a new to me author, and I'm very excited to read this. It's a gorgeous purple and yellow. So very, very excited to read that one. Card number 3 is 6. And 6 is Fighter Romance. Okay. And to replace that, we have that one. Roll number 3 was a 6, and I got Fighter Romance. And for this one, I am going to be reading Seducing Cinderella by Gina L. Maxwell. And this is book 1 in the Fighting for Love novel. This will be my first Gina L. Maxwell book. I have 2 other ones, and then I have another one on Chirped. So I have a few books by her to read, but this one I'm very excited to read. It's like a brother's best friend romance too, which is one of my favorite tropes. So, but it says it's a fighter romance, so I'm gonna count it. And yeah. Card number 4 is 12, and 12 is Single Mom Romance. And to replace that, we have that one. Card number 4 was a 12, and this one is Single Mom Romance. And for this one, I am going to be reading The Mixtape by Brittany C. Cherry. I know it doesn't say C. Cherry, but it is Brittany C. Cherry. This is a single mom romance, and I don't know anything else, but I do have the audiobook of this and the Kindle version too. So I got this in my Romanceopoly, a romance reveal book. So yeah, I'm excited to read this. I have read a few Brittany C. Cherry books and really enjoy them. So I also really love this like blue minty color. It's one of my favorite colors. So yeah. Card number 5 is 6. So I will be doing 8, and this is Single Dad Romance. And to replace that, we have that one. Number 5 was a 6 again, so I am at 8 rolls, and this one was Single Dad Romance. And for this one, I am going to be reading the sequel to Flawless, or the sequel in the Chestnut Spring series, which is book number 2, and that is Heartless by Elise Silvers. As I said, I am meeting her on Saturday, so I did pre-order the whole series, or the first 3, so I figured why not read them. So I don't know anything other about this one other than it is a single dad romance. So yeah, I'm excited to see. I think this one is a lot of people's favorites, so I'm very excited to read this one. Card number 6 is 9, and 9 is Accidental Pregnancy. And to replace that, we have that one. Card number 6 was 9, and for that one is Accidental Pregnancy. And for this one, I am going to be reading The Pickup by Nikki Ash. This is also a romance reveal book, but this is an accidental pregnancy, and that's pretty much all I know. This will be a new to me author. I don't really know anything else about this one, but I picked it up because I knew it was an accidental pregnancy book, and I might as well read it. I have it, so yeah. I do own this on Kindle too. It was free at some point, so I figured I will either read it physically or on Kindle, but yeah. Card number 7 is 3, and 3 is Billionaire Romance. Okay, and to replace that one, we have that one. Card number 7 was a 3, and that was Billionaire Romance. And for this one, I am going to read The Fine Print by Lauren Asher. This is book 1 in the Dreamland Billionaire series. Honestly, I don't have high hopes for this. I don't think I will like this, and that's nothing to do with the story. I just don't really happen to like billionaire books. I don't know. So, yeah. But I know people like the second book in this series, so I will give it a try. It has been on a few of my TBRs in the past, and I haven't gotten to it, so yeah, I just need to try, and if I don't like it, then that's fine, but I will give this a shot, and read it. Card number 8 is 7, and 7 is Reverse Harem. Okay. And I'm not going to replace it because this was the final card. And finally, card number 8 was a 7, and for that one I got Reverse Harem. And for this one, I am going to be reading Lilac by B.B. Reed. This says it's a reverse harem. I don't know. On the thing, I'm pretty sure it is, like, because this is like a rock star romance. So, but this is the Bell Book, not Bell Book. This is the Bookworm Box edition, and I have this one on audio, and I figured I'm trying to read more of the books I own, so yeah, physically, so I could get this TBR down, and whatnot. But yeah, I've read a few B.B. Reed books and have enjoyed them, so I'm excited to see what I think of this one. So those are all of the books I plan on reading, or not all the books I plan on reading. Those are some of the books I plan on reading in May. I am also participating in 2 readathons. The first one is Escape the Readathon, hosted by Lexi, which I'll leave the announcement video down below. I am on the film crew team, and that one, there are prompts, but you don't know what the prompts are until the readathon starts. So there's no really plans. I can't really plan my TBR for that. Also, I am participating in the Smut Den readathon, 72 Hours in the Smut Den, hosted by the Late Night Crew, and Michelle and Bree. So it's Cassidy from Covers with Cassidy, Rye from Rye's Reading Corner, Mel from Melanor Reads, maybe? I should look that one up. And then Bree from Four Paws in a Book, and then Michelle from Michelle's Library are all the hosts for that. And that's at the end of the month. It's a 72-hour, and there are 2 wheels. There's a light wheel and a dark wheel. And again, I won't really have a TBR for that one either. I just will spin the wheel and go from there. But those are all of the books I am hoping to read in the month of May. Also, I should mention I am going to a signing in May too, so I will probably try to read as many of those books that I get at that signing too. So yeah, in the middle of May, I am going to Chicago. I'm going to Wild and Windy. So I'm very excited for that. I finally get to meet Macaulay Smeltzer. So very excited to do that. But that's pretty much it. If you've read any of these, what did you think of them? And if you're participating in Escape the Readathon, what team are you on? And also, if you're participating in Smut Den, what do you plan on reading? And I'll see everyone later. Bye!